Westernspring Television. Ours it is.
Beautiful morning to you, our darling viewers at home. How are you doing? It is a beautiful, a bright, and a chill Saturday morning. It is the 27th day in the month of May, year 2023. Spring Delight is the program, and of course, you are tuned into Westernspring Television. You can watch us on Star Time, channel 190 DTT. And of course, you can also watch us on Facebook. You can watch us on YouTube. All you gotta do is type Westernspring Television, and we are going to be in your faces. It is a special edition today. You already know it is Children's Day. Hooray! Oh yes, I feel it is a time for us to celebrate ourselves, not just the little children, you know, because every one of us, we were once upon a time a child. So I think it is a time for us to sit right and celebrate each other, celebrate ourselves, you know, because yes, it is beautiful to be existing. Okay, on this very beautiful edition today, it is all for children. You already know. And like you know already, on Spring Delight, on our very first segment, we take you through the world of aerobics. This is where we let you to exercise even from the comfort of your home. Isn't that delightful? Oh yes. That is what we are all about. Okay, my name is Ajibike Anjorin Ojo, and I'm going to be taking you through the world of aerobics right now. And when we get back, Olatunde and I are going to be here giving you every deliciousness. See you after aerobics. It's another Saturday morning again, and it feels so nice to be here. It is indeed a beautiful morning, and I am ready to take you on a journey of fitness. I am ready to take you on a journey of keeping fit. Like I do say, keeping fit might not come easy, but eventually it is always worth it. I hope you're ready to burn out all the calories and sweat out all the excess fat you've got in your body. It's a beautiful edition today because guess what? Olatunde is here. I am ready to get some good exercise, and I hope you are too. Spring Delight is the program. Please stay tuned with us. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, low, up, down, with all your swag, please, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. We go, up, down, down. All right, up, down, down. Come on, up, down, down. Up, down, down. All right, up there. You stay up there. You stay up. Stay up. Up. Now from there, we're taking inside. Go side this way. You want 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Side. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, can we see that? Now we combine. Watch. Up, up. Down, down. Now when you come up, go side, go side. Up. No, from up, we are not coming down. Just up, up. Up. Like this. Up, up. Side, side. Bring it down. Up, up. Side and side. Bring it down. Okay. That's it. That's the rhyme. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Up, up. Side and side. Bring it down. Up, up. Side. Side. Down, down. Up, up. Side. Side. Down, down. Up, up. Side. Side. Down, down. Up, side, down, down, up, side, down, down, up, side, side, down, down, up, side, and side, down, down.
Go with all your side. Up, side, side,
Down,
down.
up, side, side, down, down, up,
Thank you.
side, side, down, down, up, side, side, down, down, up.
Stay up there. Stay up for something. Stay up. Stay up. Up there. This is what we do now. Let's buy. Enjoy your money.
Yes, sir.
Get your balance. Get your balance. You don't stand straight. You give me your back. Smile. We go. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
1, 2, 3, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Alright, let's get the last 10. 1, 2, 3, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Alright, stay humble. Go side. You can see my legs at the edges. Go low. Go low. Spine. Keep going low. You take it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Oh my gosh.
Hands at the waist. Now we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Back. 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now to the back. Back. Take it to the back. 1, 2, 3, go. Now we modify it. A little bit modification to it. Take it up. 1, 2, 3. You go with higher power. With higher power. We go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Tap, tap, and tap, tap, and tap, 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 tap.
Okay.
Woo!
That's how we get it. Take it out.
Okay.
Now, this is so after that, what do we have? 4. All right, let's go. Hallelujah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, I'm counting.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Go with me.
7, 8, 9, 10,
Last 10. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, it's 20. 1, 2, 3, go. 6, 7, 8,
Oops.
9, 10. Last 10. 1, 2, 3,
5, 6, 7, 8,
This is how we do it. This is how we get it. And this is how we do it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Go down, you hold it there. Go down, touch your toe. Touch it. Look up and smile. Look up and smile. All right, up. Now, that was a good demonstration, please. Let's encourage ourselves. That was good. So now we're going for the main activities, please. This is how we go. Go. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. So. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. 7, you go with me. Alright, last one there.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now you change your hand. Now, left hand, right leg. This way. Alright, let's go for the demonstration, please. Alright. 1, 2, 3, go. Touch your toes there. The fingers at the toes. Fingers at the toes. Look up and smile. Yeah, do this. The love you have for your body. Exercise is for me and you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Alright, take it off. So now we're going for the main activities. The left hand to the right leg. 1, 2, 3, go. Touch. Pick it up. Touch. Pick it up. Touch. Bring it up. Quick touch. Pick it up. Alright, now the 2 legs up. Alright, we bring it so we can get our Russian twist from there. Look at my hand. Bring it to the center, and then side. Your fingers almost at the floor there. Stretch it. We go. Now we count. 1, 2, 3.
It's been a beautiful one today. I had a beautiful time. I burned out a whole lot of sweat and calories. I can feel every pain from my tummy to down to my legs and all. And I got a sister here with me. We participated on this journey together. How are you doing, sis?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so tell me, how long have you been doing this?
It's been more than 5 years.
Tell me.
Yes.
And okay, so what have you been working on? Do you have a specific part of your body you work on, or is it just a personal or like a general workout?
Yes, I want a general workout for my cardiological fitness. Not that I was too big before, but now look at my tummy.
Oh my, it is
flatter, I'm fitter. I have more energy when I do things. Now when I work out, I don't feel much pain like I used to feel before.
Anymore. Meaning, if you just do this for the first time, or maybe you're still very new to it, you tend to feel a little bit of pain.
Yes.
But as time goes on, when you're used to it,
you get used to it. You get strength. You get more endurance.
I see. So okay, so tell me, what do you want to tell people how they're like if you're not used to exercising and hitting the gym and all?
Well, exercise is the best thing you can ever have. It's the best medicine for your body. Exercise is what is a food you give to your body.
Thank you.
And your body will thank you for it.
Thank you.
It's going to be a long-time benefit. Some will come to the gym to just exercise for maybe they want to do birthday, they want to slay for their birthday, but that is not it.
Okay.
And exercise, getting fit has to be a part of your life. It's a way of life. It's something you do continuously.
Thank you very much. It's nice to have you. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you again for next week. Here with me is the instructor TJ. TJ and you. They're the one leading and we are following. Tell me about keeping fit. You know, a whole lot of people find it difficult to make it a routine. Why is that?
Yeah, good morning if you're at home. Yeah, the first thing for you to get the best from the exercise you do, you have to be passionate about it.
Passion?
Yeah. You have to get passionate about it. When you are passionate about it, that is when every other result will follow. Once you don't get passion for it, nothing comes. But once you are passionate about it, every benefit of exercise follows. That's what I can tell you. You make sure you are passionate about what you do for your body.
And I think with consistency, you can become passionate about it.
Definitely.
Consistency.
Once you have passion for it, you have to be consistent about it. It's the passion that will keep you moving, that will keep you to want to do more.
How long have you been doing this? Because I expect you know when we started working with you, I expected you to have like all those huge muscles, like big thighs, and what have you. So what is the secret to those ones who have those big muscles?
Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
Keeping fit, it depends on how you want it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can decide you want to build right now.
Yeah, you can decide you want to go for a bulk, kind of a bulk muscle.
Okay.
You can decide to go for a kind of a lean muscle. You can see.
So this is a lean muscle.
Yeah, this is a lean muscle.
Okay.
This is how I want it, and I can tell you, majority of people around there, they prefer their body to be like this.
Exactly.
And that's why I have to go for it. I have to go with the majority.
Oh yes.
This is how the perfect body you can have for us.
I had a nice time working with you. Like every bit of it is interesting, and I kind of noticed that from the beginning, the moment you started, you might start feeling pains all over your body, but the moment to get used to it, trust me, consistency is the key to keeping fit in it. Consistency, and then you just start getting passionate about it. Thank you so much for coming, TJ, and we appreciate you. We keep seeing you on Spring Delight. Thank you so much.
And please remember, we are not doing this because we hate our body. We are doing this for the love we have for our body.
I like that.
And the day you start with exercise can never compare with ordinary day. You can try it.
A day you don't start with exercise, you can't compare it with an ordinary day.
Yes.
And we are doing this because we love our body. Thank you so much. I like that face. We're going to order to it. Thank you so much, Bas.
Happy Children's Day to you, all the kids all around Nigeria, and if it's being commemorated anywhere around the world, on today, 27th day of May 2023, we say Happy Children's Day. I'm ably led by my very humble self as a children.
Yes, you're the big baby.
The big baby, just as GVK would love to go, the big baby. And we'd like to use this opportunity to welcome you to Spring Delight, coming to you live from Westernspring Television. Thank you most sincerely for being there with us. It promises to be a fabulous time, as most especially we are celebrating all our great children out there today. Tunedo is my name. Welcome.
Yes, my name is Ajibike, and Jerry Ojo, do have a beautiful time with us today.
So much has been lined up for our viewing pleasure, and you can check us out also on all our social media handles, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. We are there.
Yes.
And being a child.
Okay.
Let's look back to the period where you were still walking around in diapers.
Yeah, okay.
I remember them taking you all around.
You'll take me around.
No.
You take me around when I wear diapers. Don't say that, big baby.
But let's look at the kids. Now you've got two of them.
Yes, I do.
What does it look like being a mother?
It's just a very different. It's a different feeling for mothers. I don't know about fathers right now. The fact that you are so emotionally attached to them, you know, the fact that you can't even think for yourself without thinking for them first. And they're so adorable.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't remember how much our parents used to sacrifice for us, because the sweetness that comes with children, it is second to none. And that's where alone you always just want to be at their beck and call. It is a beautiful experience, no doubt.
It's always a beautiful experience, and you know, when you have children all around you. I remember while I was still a child and very young, my mother, from my mother's mother, my maternal mother there, I know what it looks like for her. Anytime we're surrounded, we surround her, and she's surrounded by all her grandchildren. You know, the way she begins to take us one after the other. She talks to us, calls us by. So, and I look at it at this moment in time that, hey, it's my turn now. Anytime I go home, I see the way my kids will run out. Daddy's back, and things like that. We love you, all the children in the world, all around Nigeria, to all our children. We pray you be better than us. We wish you the very best, and please face your studies. Make us proud. Make us proud.
Very, very important, right? I mean, thinking about how much we have to invest in them these days.
Make us proud, though.
Giving them the best things. It is everything, and it's not as easy as that, you know. So just like you said, make us proud.
You don't have a choice. And on the program today, in the course of this week, a legend passed on from the world of music. I grew up to know her, just like Ajib as well.
No, I didn't grow up to know her. I discovered along the line.
Discovered her.
Yes, and that's why you're a grandpa daddy. Oh, okay, now you're not even like a big baby. You're like a grandpa baby. Can we go with that?
Can you beat that? All right, we lost a legendary Tina Turner in the course of the week. She's been battling illness over time, but it's so painful. We'll bring you a couple of things. We'll read to you some of the achievements, our works, the legendary Tina Turner. For those of us who love music, rock and roll.
She is the queen of.
She is.
She was.
Yeah, she was actually. Thank you. She was the rock and roll. So we will just leave you to enjoy this, and we'll come back. We'll talk about her. Stay with us.
Exactly. Tina Turner born Anna Mae Bullock, November 26, 1937. And died May 27, 2023, was an American-born Swiss singer known as the Queen of Rock. Yes, the Queen of Rock and Roll. She rose to prominence as the lead singer of the Ike and Tina Turner Revue before launching a successful career as a solo performer.
And also, Turner began her career with Ike Turner's King of Rhythm in 1957 under the name Little Ann. She appeared on her first record, Boxed Up, in 1958. In 1960, she debuted as Tina Turner with the hit duet single A Fool in Love. The duo Ike and Tina Turner became one of the most formidable live acts in history.
They released hits such as It's Gonna Work Out Fine, River Deep, Mountain High, Proud Mary, and Nutbush City Limits before disbanding in 1976. In the 1980s, Tina launched one of the greatest comebacks in music history. Our 1984 multi-platinum album, Private Dancer, contained the hit song, What's Love Got to Do, Got to Do.
But I don't regret it when
Okay, right on the screen now, this was one of her many interviews she had with Oprah Winfrey. Let's listen to that interview with Oprah Winfrey very shortly as well.
I'm at a stage where Oprah, you can get emotional when you start to talk about that, to be able to get to this stage and say, even when it's time to leave and go to another planet, excited about that because I'm curious. I want to know what is it about? Nobody can tell you. Because nobody has come back to. So I'm not excited about to die, but I don't regret it when it's time for me. I've done what I came here to do. Now it's pleasure. I've got great friends. I have a great man in my life. Now I have a great husband, and I'm happy.
And that was one of the massive interviews she had in the course of while she was alive. Now, her chances, Tina Turner, let me just tell you that 3 weeks after her wedding to Annie Bach, she had a stroke and needed to learn to walk again. In 2016, she was diagnosed with intestinal cancer. While she attempted to treat her health problems with homeopathy, they worsened. Her chances of receiving a kidney transplant were considered low, and she was urged to start dialysis.
In 2019, she considered assisted suicide, a practice which is legal in Switzerland. She enrolled as a member of Exit International, but Bach offered to donate a kidney for heart transplant. Tina accepted her husband's donation and had kidney transplant surgery on April 7, 2017.
On the 24th of May 2023, Tina Turner died in her home in Switzerland. She was aged 83 after years of illness. Wow.
It's so sad, like we are losing our legends.
One of the legends.
Yes, our legends, and it's just fine. Like, that's why they keep saying this thing, make your impact, you just gotta make your imprint. So that, she just reminded me of Selin. We still have Selin, but looking at Selin right now, she looks like a shadow of herself.
She looks like a feather or a leaf, a jellyfish.
Oh my goodness.
I really feel for her, for her now, because she's one of she is a legend on her own. I love her music, just like Tina Turner. What we were discussing, when I heard about Tina Turner's death, I remember I classified her alongside the likes of Aretha Franklin, big wigs, but then
I read in this part where they said Tina revealed in her 2018 memoir, My Love Story, that she had multiple life-threatening illnesses She had high blood pressure since 1978, which remained mostly untreated and resulted to damage her kidneys and eventual kidney failure. In 2013, 3 weeks after her wedding to Erwin Bach, she had a stroke and needed to learn to work again. Imagine, she had to become a baby over again. That is just sad. In 2016, she was diagnosed with intestinal cancer. While she attempted to treat her health problems with homeopathy, they worsened. Her chances of receiving a kidney transplant were considered low, and she was urged to start dialysis. In 2019, I mean, why was she going? Oh my goodness, it is just so sad. Like, we never know what the evening time and the night time of what our lives is going to be like. You know, but why do you think these people get so sick at their evening stroke night time? Why is it that they don't have enough money to take care of themselves, or what do you think, Olatunde?
Well, one thing I feel is, you see, when it's that time, when that time comes in, there's nothing you can do. You even have all the billions or the trillions in the world, when that time comes, when that time sets in, and just as the Yoruba will say, "Tio Olojoba de," I hope
you can't complete
there's
that.
nothing. Oh, okay, yeah, I can. Well, so it's just about that time. But we lost Tina. We say, may she rest well, and we wish the family, as much as the 2 kids she had in her early marriage, she lost them in her early marriage with the man.
One should not just
honestly,
pray for.
But it's a painful aspect. I wish we could. Our directors can get us that one of our major songs that she had there, What's Love Got to Do. That's one of the biggest tracks that Tina Turner sang, and really boomed her well. Yeah,
and that was the song that actually made me know who Tina Turner was. You know, growing up, it's always like, What's Love Got to Do. So I know that I might not know like so many others, but that particular one actually brought her to limelight. You know.
Yeah, all right. That's all about Tina Turner. You could just enjoy some of the clips. When we come back very shortly, we will be having some very amazing future leaders of our dear nation and the world at large who will be in the house with us. Let's celebrate Children's Day. Asking them what's their dream? What kind of country will they want Nigeria to be? What's the future? What does the future portend for them? Amid so many other things. The kids will be setting an agenda for the new incoming government and what they actually felt concerning this outgoing government as well. So much to talk about right here on Spring Delights, coming to you live from Westernspring Television.
Oh, yes.
Please stay with us.
My name is Timoluwa. Alaluwa. Ajay Sola. Edward Similadipo. I am 5 years old. 5. 5 plus. My best food is pancake, rice, and spaghetti and beans, rice, indomie, amala and ewedu and amala and okra, spaghetti, eba and ewedu, jollof rice, ketchup, amala, spaghetti, rice and country cereal, bread and marmalade. TJ, Trisha, don't know. Babe, Peter, Lily, Ellie, Kay, Show, Honey, Love, Kumbi, Boom Boom, Africa, Tammy, London, Shadi, Woody, Love. Keep shining, keep shining, keep shining.
Today we are going to be speaking on the bullying parents. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 4. By the way, what is bullying? Bullying is a repeated aggressive behavior where one person or group of people in a position of power deliberately intimidate or terrorize an individual with the intention to hurt that person physically and emotionally. Many adults believe that bullies only exist at schools, but unfortunately this isn't always the case. Many children return home to face humiliation and behavioral manipulation from their parents. Some parents bully their children thinking they are disciplining them. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 4 says, "Do not provoke your children to anger." My dear parents, bullying is not part of discipline. You are only intimidating and making the child feel inferior, thereby having low self-esteem, which can lead to depression. And it is difficult for a child to love her parent who frequently hurt him or her. My beloved parents, stop harassing and criticizing your children. Stop comparing your children with other children. Please stop calling your children names. Imagine a parent calling his child names like witch, fish brain, demon, bad luck, etc. Remember, words are powerful and words also hurt. Bullies create a negative impact in the lives of other children. My beloved parents, check your behaviors. If you are aggressive and bullies to your children will also become bullies in their schools and everywhere, because that is what you molded for them as parents. The Bible commands us to love our neighbor as ourselves. Luke chapter 12 verse 31. And to treat others the way we would like to be treated. Mark chapter 6 verse 31. Therefore, parents, there is no room in Christian faith for belittling and abusing someone. Every person, regardless of what he or she looks or acts like, is created in the image of God. Genesis chapter 1 verse 26 to 27, James chapter 3 verse 9 to 10, and is worthy of the dignity that God gives to every person. My beloved parents, bullying is not okay as Christians. We are called to honor God with our words. Finally, dear parents, make your children your friends. Create a godly atmosphere in your home. Give your children that opportunity to express their feelings towards you. Above all, pray for your children and bless them. Thank you. To train up to love, care, and respect others. Teach them how to dress well. Parents are role models. Therefore, be a worthy example to your children in dressing, character, and conduct.
Damosi Adegoke Adelabu was a prominent figure in Ibadan politics and Western region before Nigeria's independence. He was a key founder of the National Council of Nigeria and the Cameroons, a political party that held lofty the torch of liberty for the two West African countries. He carved a niche for himself as a wordsmith and a creative speaker. The nickname Benkelemens was a natively corrupted version of peculiar mess, his bombastic English language style often used to score proceedings at the parliament. The author of Africa in Evolution, a handbook of freedom for Nigerian nationalists, was Nigeria's Federal Minister of Natural Resources and Social Services between 1955 and 1956. He died in an auto crash on the 25th March 1958 at the age of 42. Westernspring Television identifies Adegoke Adelabu as a watershed character in history. Aminatu, the legendary Queen of Zazzau, is best known to historians as Queen Amina of Zaria, an old world town and capital of the Hausa state of Zazzau. Amina was a great warrior and the first woman to rule the ancient kingdom of Zazzau. Her 34 years as queen witnessed an unprecedented expansion of Zazzau by conquests. Queen Amina of Zaria belongs to the class of Amazons by the might of her army and her strings of conquests. She opened Zaria to trans-border trade and was said to have initiated kola nut cultivation in the ancient kingdom. The Hausa Muslim figure was born in 1533 and died in 1610 at the age of 77 years. Folklores remember Aminatu, the Queen of Zazzau, as a brave, smart and talented leader whose giant statue now adorns the National Arts Theatre in Lagos, Nigeria, while many educational institutions bear her name. Westernspring Television identifies Queen Amina as a watershed character in history.
It was fun. Fun is an understatement. Love, peace. I've been thinking about something. Hope it's something good. From our names, love, peace, and faith, I was thinking, which one is the greatest gift of the Spirit? Is that what you've been thinking? Yes. Well, don't judge yourself too much, because I am the greatest gift of the Spirit. No, I disagree. Peace is the greatest gift of the Spirit. Matthew 5 verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. You girls are not serious. I am the greatest gift of the Spirit. No, Faith, that's not true. I am faith. I can speak to any mountain and it will move. Matthew 17 verse 20. Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to any mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all knowledge, though I have all faith by which I can make a mountain disappear but no love, you are nothing.
My name is peace. Anywhere I go there is tension. Peace brings calmness there. Hebrews 12 verse 14. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see God.
Don't forget that with faith you can do anything. Hebrews 11 verse is A. But without faith it is impossible to please God.
Neighborhoods, communities, villages, all live in peace with one another because I am in their midst.
Girls, please, let's not start fighting because of this. Okay, let's go to the King of Kings to settle this matter. Good day, my king.
Good day, my children. How are you doing?
We are fine, my king.
So what brings you to my palace when you are supposed to be heading to the stream?
My king, we're heading to the stream when an argument broke out.
So what's the argument about?
My king, I asked my sisters a simple question.
What was the question?
My king, faith asked which is the greater gift of the Spirit.
And we decided to come to you for an answer.
You have done well, my daughters. You girls should go home. I will get back to you later.
I can't wait when the king decides about the argument.
Me too, but we're eating. Let the king come first.
I need food, I need water.
Who are you? You madman, go away.
I need food, I need water.
Leave, please. You're smelling. Please, I've lost my appetite. He smells.
Me too, let's go. This thing is too smelly here.
Who is at home?
Yes, I'm coming.
I need food, I need water. I'm hungry and thirsty.
Okay, please sit down. Let me see whether there's food in the house. Please take this.
I need more.
Okay, let me go get some more.
Please, read out for me to take home.
Okay, let me go and check. Let me give him my own. Here you go.
Wait, love, is this not the food I kept to eat that you gave to this madman?
And the food I kept to eat too, I will deal with you today.
But I was hungry.
What are you still doing here? Go away.
Hold on. I am the king. I came to you, peace, when I was hungry, but you gave me no food. I came to you, faith, when I was hungry, but you gave me no food. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not dishonor others. Love is the greatest gift of all. Show love to everyone, just as Jesus loves all of us.
Let love fill the air. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
I need a
Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was an anti-apartheid activist who gave his all for the elimination of what has been described as the world's most vicious rule of the unjust and man's inhumanity against man. He was born July 18, 1918 in Mvezo, South Africa. Educated and trained as a successful legal practitioner, he took up the gauntlet of a human activist against segregation by the minority white supremacists in South Africa. At the climax of his trial for treason, orchestrated by the minority South African government, the great crusader for democratic equality was prepared to pay the supreme sacrifice to establish majority rule in his native land. He told white jurists that if achieving freedom for his people was worth his life, he was prepared to die. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in Robben Island, described as the most notorious prison in the world. It was from this same prison that he came out as a free man to assume office as South Africa's first black president in 1994. Westernspring Television identifies Nelson Mandela as a watershed character in history.
I'm a man like you, but I'm going to tell you, we can't have babies.
But we are the ones that take the...
When you tune into the show, you will see your kids like you've never seen them.
Like yesterday night, I just went around and I used all the spices in the kitchen.
Wow, and did mommy eat it?
Yeah, she did.
And she woke up this morning. We really let them just express themselves. What's a credit card?
A credit card is... Excuse me.
Bolaige was a lawyer who obtained his first degree in classics from Nigeria's premier University of Ibadan. Born September 13, 1930, the orator and the polyglot spoke impeccable English, French, Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba languages. His fine diction placed him among classical orators and public speakers like Cicero, the Roman orator. This attribute earned him the prefix Cicero of Esauke. He authored Kaduna Boy, an autobiography, Detainee Diary, Constitution, and the People, among 6 other books. Bolaige was a colorful politician, elected governor of Oyo State in 1979 and appointed a federal minister in 1999. He was a pioneer founder of Afenifere, the Yoruba social, cultural, and political group. He invested his political sagacity to propel the group to the height of political leadership and decision-making in the southwest of Nigeria. Bolaige was assassinated on the 23rd December 2001. His murderers are yet to be apprehended till today. Westernspring Television identifies Bolaige as a watershed character in history.
we shall meet again. I'm going for holidays. Are we together? Yes, sir. Shake your body. Yes, sir. Stamp your feet. Yes, sir. Touch your neighbor. Yes, sir. If I have a stick, I will walk like an old woman. Walk like an
Ahmadu Bello, a Prince Royal, was born 6th of December 1910 at Raba Village, Sokoto, northwestern Nigeria. His father was a district head and heir apparent to the Sultanate throne from the house of Usmanu Danfodio, a religious and social reformer who brought the Habib dynasty under the Fulani Caliphate in the beginning of the 19th century. Ahmadu Bello raised the bar of political consciousness in participation when, in 1944, he engineered the establishment of the Northern People's Congress (NPC) as the first political party in northern Nigeria and the rallying point for politicians in the region before independence. History will not forget Ahmadu Bello for his charisma and political sagacity, which provided easy passage for his kinsmen to assume political and administrative positions in Nigeria's post-independence era. The distinguished elder statesman and Sardauna of Sokoto has his face on his country's 200 naira currency as a mark of honor to one of the architects of Nigeria's independence. Westernspring Television identifies Ahmadu Bello as a watershed character in history. This iconic African presents the narrative of a man destined to exert an imperishable global influence in Western education. His was a story of a freeborn, captured and sold into slavery. He was born in Oshogun, a native Yoruba village near Iseyin in Okeogun axis of southwest Nigeria. Samuel Ajayi Crowther was the foundation student of
Welcome back, and it's still the special edition of Spring Delights for Children as we celebrate them today. The senior students are
here too.
It's so nice to be there with you. That's why we decided to leave all those put together videos. A big thank you to Pastor Kayode Alaka for this beautiful feat you did for us here this morning. And children, they say they are the heritage of the world, and they make it happen. We are all heritage of the world, because we all, from conception to delivery to that and that, one way or the other, we are still children.
Of course we are.
We remain children in the hands, just like I said on Red Gang this morning with the children I had. My mom would still say, oh, mommy.
Yes, no.
I was like,
nobody fell down from the sky. We are all children.
Exactly, yeah, I understand. But, look, we are grown-ups, man. But then
we are nurtured. We have the ones that we are nurturing now.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it doesn't stop. We are all children.
Yes. We've got 4 very amazing kids in the house. They won't like if I call them kids. Maybe children.
I bet. Right?
We've got 4 very dynamic children in the house, and the future of this great nation and the world at large. They're here with us, and they are from Olive Branches Middle and High School, right here in our dear city of Oshogbo. And I want to most sincerely thank Architect Okemubadu for doing this for us, bringing these wonderful kids here to the studio of Westernspring Television. I want to say good morning to you and happy Children's Day to you all out there. How are you? Hey, don't worry, it's not teacher and student.
No, you're on TV, so you just have to be as free as possible.
Let's make it livelier. Let's speak up and let's just get this done.
I think you look too serious for them. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, children.
Good morning.
Whether you like it or not, you are still children. Okay, because I bet daddy and mommy are still nurturing you. Yes or no?
Yes.
Good.
All right. Great. Let's begin by introducing yourselves to us, the gentleman.
My name is Ariel.
No. That's not going to work.
Take it up.
Okay. I'm Oluwatife Ariel Lukushe.
Oluwatife, is this how you talk?
The girls are going to steal your thunder.
No, but you can do better than that. I just got a call here that they can't hear you at home.
I'm Oluwatife Ariel Lukushe.
Oluwatife. That's the only thing I could get from your name.
Okay. I'm Oluwatife Ilori Lukushe.
Okay, Oluwatife Ilori. What class are you?
I'm in the SS3, but in our school it's known as the 12th grade.
The 12th grade?
Yes.
Man. And the lady?
My name is Onokwemipo Mishuri.
I like that.
Onokwemipo Mishuri. And what class are you?
I'm in 10th grade, SS1.
10th grade. Young man?
My name is Awofola Jonathan.
Come again?
Awofola Jonathan.
Awofola Juleta. Nathan. Okay, what class are you?
SS3 as well.
SS3?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you serious?
No, from the baritone voice you can tell like he's a senior boy.
Goodness me, are you kidding me? Your school is called what grade?
12th grade.
12th grade?
Yes, sir.
All right, darling.
I'm Hepzibah Akindele.
Hepzibah Akindele, yes. And you are in what grade?
11th grade.
That's SS2?
Yes.
Okay, great. You're all welcome to Westernspring Television and welcome to the program
Spring Delight.
Thank you very much.
Let's begin. Should I start? Okay, let me begin with Nathan. Right, Nathan. Nathan, here you are. It's Children's Day, and I know we're all excited. It's always a pleasure to have you as children growing up, as it's been celebrated all over the world. But let's focus more on our country, Nigeria. There are challenges the country is faced with at this moment in time. But what is the dream future that you would love to see Nigeria come through with in the nearest future?
Well, I would like to see that Nigeria is able to achieve the sustainable development goals.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to ask all of you that question, right? So just get ready. What's the dream future? What's the dream Nigeria you all dream of? If I know, probably some of us will probably been outside the shores of this nation. You've seen what it looks like in London, in Canada, or Dubai. You see, but here we are in Nigeria today.
I think you need to ascertain if they've been outside.
Oh no, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
What is your dream? The dream future.
Your dream Nigeria.
Okay. Let me put it that way.
Yes, like your dream Nigeria. What do you want Nigeria to be years from now? Like, oh God, I just wish my country was like this.
Like if Nigeria still had its culture and diversity, but had the development, like the level of development of other countries like the United States, London, and other places.
All right, Hepzibah, let's focus on the Nigeria of your dreams. What's that dream? What would you like Nigeria to look like?
Well, I've always hoped that Nigeria will be a country whereby people from other nations will be so eager to come to Nigeria and they would fight for a visa to come to the country.
Oh yeah?
And I would like to see a country whereby we would be so proud of our culture and won't be ashamed of our culture and be proud to say, yes, I'm a Nigerian, wherever we go.
Okay.
Or not Pemikpo, right? Okay.
The Nigeria of my dreams is a new Nigeria, a corruption-free Nigeria with high educational standard, a country at an enviable height. Great. So we no longer have to go out to other countries and try to copy what they do. They now have to come and try to learn from us and emulate us.
Oh wow, that's deep.
All right. Trying to remember.
Me too. What's your name?
Boluwatife.
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 Right.
The Nigeria of my dreams entails a technologically advanced country, but still regaining that cultural diversity that we all love.
Okay. Yeah, I like that aspect. All right. You got something you want to add?
Technological, but not forgetting our roots. You know what we used to, what we have. You know that is beautiful. Now let's take it back a notch here. We are kids in it. We still live under daddy and mommy. Tell me, what is I want you as an individual to tell me your favorite part about being a child, and the part like you would just want to change about being a child. Okay, where do we take it from? Boluwatife, let's take it from you. What is your favorite part about being a child?
My favorite part about being a child is still being able to see my parents each and every day, being able to talk to them about my problems, anything I need help with, and anything that is still.
And how they are able to help you out to resolve it. Okay.
What about you?
My favorite part about being a child is not yet spending for myself. Like I get to spend their own money, not mine, and then they just take care of most of the things for me. So I like that part.
Mine is I like staying under my parents' roof because I depend on them. I don't have the strength to be independent yet until I get to the university level.
Hepzibah?
Well, I like the fact that I still have the right to make choices. I can still make a very good foundation for my future, and I've not made major decisions in my life yet. Like I can still change certain things, and I hope to have an enviable future. So that's
now. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll still. I would love to talk about governance in Nigeria. In the next 48 hours or thereabout now, a new administration will take charge again. We'll talk about this outgoing administration. How has it affected you? Has it affected you in any way? What are the positives you were able to get from this outgoing administration? And what are the things you will want the incoming administration to do in the course of our discussion? Right. So please just have that in the back of your mind. But let me. It's kind of like funny. Well, I would just ask, as a child, how do you feel being a Nigerian?
As a child, I feel proud to be Nigerian.
Oh, great.
Although we see most people say they want to change their nationality, they just want to be a citizen of another country. Most people are not part of our country, but at least that's my foundation. That's the country where I was born. So all I can just do is just hate my country and just give back to it and push it to the future we all want. So as a child, I still feel proud to be Nigerian.
And Boluwatife, how do you feel being a Nigerian?
I love being a Nigerian because of the rich culture and diversity. They have so many cultures and ways to entertain themselves. It just feels so right. Even lack so many necessities, we still have our culture.
Hepzibah?
Well, nice part of being a Nigerian is I get to be a part of the future Nigeria we're going to build, because we are the dreamers. We're going to make it happen because we believe it.
And Nat?
Nathan, sir.
Nathan. Okay.
One of my favorite things about being a Nigerian child is the food.
The food. I like that, Nathan. Okay.
Right. Okay.
I just love the food. I like how creative they were when they discovered it.
The food.
The food. Sorry, Ajibike, please. The four of you, if you guys come to this world over and over again, would you want to come as a Nigerian?
As a Nigerian.
Hepzibah?
Sincerely?
No.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you what country you want about there. Bolu, you?
I wouldn't want to come to Nigeria, but I would want to visit it.
You wouldn't want to be a Nigerian?
But you want to visit to experience the culture?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd say yes.
Yes to the fact that...
Yes to being a Nigerian.
You would want to be a Nigerian?
Yes.
Can we ask her why though?
Nathan. Okay.
Well, it's very tempting, but I would say I would like to be born in Nigeria again.
You want to be born in Nigeria?
Yes, sir.
You want to be a Nigerian?
Yes.
So it's 2 versus 2 now. Yes and no. Okay. Great. It's all good. It's always good. You're the future of this nation. Let's strive or keep working and making sure that, what we and the older generations couldn't do, we believe you can do. Right?
And I bet they have their reasons as to why they feel they don't want to be born in Nigeria. So now it's going to bring me to my question. If you were to invent something, if you were an inventor and you were to invent something that could help, let me start from your immediate family, what would that be? If you had to invent something like, okay, now I just want to create this thing, it's going to make life easy for daddy and mommy, what would that be? Let me start from Nathan.
I won't know exactly.
Okay.
You don't sure yet?
I'll come back to you.
All right.
If you can invent something to just make life easy for your parents, what would that be? Let me take you.
Okay.
I think I'll just invent a machine that can do all sorts of chores, anything at all. So it's just do everything. You don't have to lift a finger.
They don't have to lift a finger. Okay. What's your name again? Hepzibah. Okay. I'll come back to you. How about you, Boluwatife?
I think I'll have to go with what Opemikpo said. I'll invent an AI to help my parents walk around the house and in their places of occupation, so they won't have to stress themselves so much to make ends meet.
Oh, so you know the parents stress themselves. It is actually the truth, but we can't live life and not lift a finger. That is the essence of living. Else everybody will just be seated there, and we're going to be like robots, like sitting dogs. So okay, we're going to ask them something.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at the educational system in Nigeria today. What do you make of it? Are you satisfied with the level at which the educational system in Nigeria is today? Hepzibah, help me out.
I would say no, I'm not.
No, why?
The Academic Staff Union of Universities has had strikes for about 2 years. Like in 2020, they had strike for about 9 months. 2022, they had strike for 8 months. And it didn't only affect the students, also affect the lecturers financially. Then the students were at home. I guess at that time, kidnapping increased because the students were just roaming about, had nothing to do. So most students were discouraged. Some probably dropped out of school because they had no hope in education anymore. Yes.
All right, and Okwe?
I would say right now I'm absolutely not satisfied with the educational system in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because it's not where it's supposed to be. There's still a lot of work to be done. We still have millions of out-of-school children, and even those that are in school, some are not able to fend for themselves anymore. And once they don't have anything to do, of course, they will venture into crime, which will in turn bring down the nation. So it's not satisfiable. It's not satisfiable.
Bolo, what's fair?
Well, I have to go with what Ebzba said. The strike, the ASU strike, it's caused a lot of problems for the university students in public schools. And we all know in public schools there will be hoodlums who would want to cause trouble. So that strike would have given them a free opportunity to do all sorts of bad things and commit atrocities. So without that institute, they wouldn't be able to be monitored, and they would give our government something to write for.
So, Nathan.
Well, I'm not satisfied as well, because there are children out there that they are not going to schools anymore because their lives have been turned upside down by hoodlums, very terrible monsters that will do very terrible things to children, and that's affected our children a lot.
Wow. Now let me just don't be nervous. Your teachers, they're fantastic teachers. Don't look at the fact that probably your proprietor is here or there. Let me interrogate you concerning your teachers. Do you have teachers in your life of being a student, not just being at Olive Branches at this moment in time, as you have taken it gradually in your stages in life as a student? Would you say your teachers have done well for you and with you? Bolu Atife.
From what I've experienced, I'm
not getting you?
I've been in Olive Branches my whole life, and from what I've experienced from our teachers, they have done all their possible best to teach us what we need to make it out there in life, to pass our exams, and they have imparted enough knowledge into us so we can go out there and show them that we came from a very good school.
Now, Nathan, let me just mix it up a little bit for you. If you have to, on a ratio of 1 to 10, if you have to rate your teachers, what ratio will you put them?
8.
8 over 10.
Yes, sir.
Now, Okwe, let me just, before I allow Ajib to take you guys up now, Okwe, let me see, would you agree to the fact that should teachers wipe students? Should they smack them if probably the assignments are not done or they are being playful or thereabout? Do you subscribe to it that students should be wiped?
If the need be, they should be wiped.
If the need be.
Yes.
I like that.
If the need be.
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
Hepzibah.
I like that.
Rate your mathematics teacher over 1 to 10.
7.5.
7.5. That means he or she can do better.
Yes.
7.5. At this moment in time, we're just trying to get it right. Please, they love you. They've expressed quite a whole lot for you. Ajibs?
We all know, I mean, I don't know why she give that rating, but I kind of want to understand. We all have this fear for our mathematics teachers. Is that am I right about that? Is it still like that anyway? No, I need an answer, because we growing up, when we see our mathematics teachers, there's always like this fear, like they're so rigid. Is it still like that in schools today?
Not really.
Not really, like they're still like the normal English teacher and all that. Okay, I know there is so much like we want to change in Nigeria, like, oh, okay, I wish my country was like this, I wish my country was like that. Who watches superhero movies here? Okay, so if you were to be a superhero and you had the power to change something, you know, what would that be? Like, I have this power, like, so I can just change this about my country. What would that be? Let's go, Nathan.
Violence in general, like unnecessary violence.
Oh, did you just, what did you do to this? You can, what are those, stop disturbing my ears, but copy that. Okay, so if you had the power as a superhero, what would you do? What would you change?
To make Nigeria better.
Better, of course.
A better place for us all to live in.
Yes, general world peace.
General world peace.
That's a good one. Now,
we do need
that's amazing.
You just finished it.
Yeah, general world peace, because looking at what's happening in Sudan, in Afghanistan, Iran, and looking at what's happening in the northeast, northwest of Nigeria today, there isn't peace at the moment. But let's just, as Ajib actually asked, let me just ask you, what's your assessment of our leaders these days? An outgoing administration is about leaving now, but generally, what's your assessment of our leaders in our dear nation today? Okay.
My assessment is that most people, when they get into power, some people go in fresh, innocent, and playing with good motive. But when they get there, they tend to get corrupted and mixed with the bad eggs. And so they too become as corrupt as they are. And then there are some, when they get into power, they'll want to change for good. They want to change everything for good. But we have some people like, if you don't play the game, then you're out. So they want to retain their reputation, they want to retain their posts. They now, they just fall to their demands and all. So my assessment is that we just have so much evil in government, and that needs to be changed and adjusted. We don't need any more of godfatherism and the likes. Everybody should just go, and then they should just achieve what they went there to do.
Nathan said he loves being in Nigeria and he loves being born here, I don't want to put that question to you because you said if you could change that, you don't want to be here. So if you were to raise your family, would you want to start raising your family here in Nigeria?
No.
Why is that?
Well, there are many difficulties that come as a Nigerian parent. For example, there are lots of cases of violence, and also several financial difficulties, like the economy. So I wouldn't want to raise my child in Nigeria. Obviously, starts in a country from abroad.
I understand, because the struggle is actually real here, and that is what makes us Nigerians. That's why we're strong.
Now, let me still stick with leadership in Nigeria today, and let me just ask Bolu, President Muhammadu Buhari has been the president for, let's say, almost 8 years now. How would you assess President Muhammadu Buhari's administration?
He has been ruling our country very well as of late, through the problem of corruption, which has been going through the minds of most Nigerians for a very long time. And there's always a person or a group of people who would want to taint someone else's image, even when they haven't done anything wrong. So I think our president has done a very wonderful job, and he deserves any rewards that go to him, even after his presidency.
Mziba, let me just, what do you think this outgoing administration, led by His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, could have done better to make the country a better place?
Insecurity. They could have done way more better, because if they could track Nnamdi Kanu abroad, within the borders, we have Boko Haram within the borders, so that means they can still track them down. They could have made certain policies concerning kidnapping, terrorism, which could have made Nigeria a safer place. But as it is now, nobody travels around the country with a calm mind. You either go with a convoy or you go with a police van or something, because nobody is bold enough to just go to the northern side again because of insecurity.
You prefer that they had worked more on the security status in the country. And let me, sorry, James, let me just ask Okpemiko now. Let me just throw it to the four of you. If you had the executive power, if you were to be Mr. President for 48 hours, even not for 48 hours, what do you think you will first of all want to tackle? Let me start with Nathan. Let me start with Okwe. I gave the floor to you earlier. All right, Okwe. What is that thing that you would want to tackle first of all?
I would want to tackle insecurity, because as seconds go by, lives are at stake, and then you can't tackle education first, because there's no safety at school. schools. So these days, parents just drop their children off, but they still have the heartache whether or not they are safe. So I want to tackle insecurity, because when there's life, there's hope. You cannot change a country full of dead bodies.
Yeah.
So I'll tackle insecurity first.
And Bodo, what's fair?
Well, I would tackle finance and healthcare, because most people who lose family members inside hospitals, they lost them because they didn't have enough money to pay for their treatments. So the finance would directly go to the hospitals, not through them. So they wouldn't use the money for anything else, and they use their family member as a source of cover-up. So they wouldn't need to pay any loans, or they wouldn't need to pay for the food their family member will eat while receiving treatments or anything like that.
So you're looking at finance and health system, right? Nathan?
I would go to the educational aspects, more specifically the strikes in the higher tertiary institutions, because when several students in public universities, they have 4-year courses and they've spent about 8 years in the universities, and we won't be able to do anything if we can't get jobs early enough. If we can't graduate from
education.
Yes.
And Hepzibah?
I'll go to the agricultural sector. Because when Obasanjo was still in government, Nigeria was an agrarian economy, and I must say we were very high exporters of cocoa, and then we were very rich and everything. But when the oil came in, pollution came in, and it kind of increased corruption in the system. Because right now, the major reason why we borrow money from other countries is to finance the oil sector. Because if we can finance the agricultural sector very well, we could still export some oil and reduce pollution also.
Okay, because our time is fast spent right now, and I'm just going to, in 10 seconds, just tell us, a new administration comes in, is going to be sworn in on Monday.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity to stand side by side with the incoming president now, what will you tell him?
In 10 seconds.
Let me start with Nathan. What will you tell him? Most especially concerning children. What would you want him to do?
I would ask him to try his best to see that children's rights are well, what's the word?
Okay.
Exercised.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
I'll tell him to take up the setbacks of the past administration and give us where the future, and if we're not alive, nobody will be there to hold the country in future. So give us a safer place to live and make sure our rights are protected.
Bolu?
I would tell him to make sure that anyone who tries to withhold a child's rights from them should be properly punished.
Hepzibah?
They've said it all, but yes, the rights must be protected. And also I would like to say he must try and strive to attain the Sustainable Development Goals, which if he could attain all the 17 goals, the country will go to the next level.
It's been a pleasure having all of you, and my admonition, just as myself and Ajibs will always tell you, please face your studies.
Make us proud.
Make us proud. One day, someday, what do you want to become in future?
Okay.
Anybody? A lawyer? A doctor? Hepzibah, what do you want to become? What do you see yourself becoming in future? What are you aspiring to be?
Most likely a politician.
I like that. Okay, Nathan.
Oh, why did you squeeze your face, Nathan?
Yeah, right. Like,
tell us exactly. Yours?
Gynecologist.
A gynecologist.
Oh, okay. Touche.
And okay.
I'll go for something in the medical line and also law.
Law?
Yes.
My lord. Bolu?
I'd really love to be a programmer.
Programmer. IT.
No wonder.
Hey.
No wonder.
It's been a pleasure speaking with you and sitting with and chatting with you guys. We've had great students.
And I learned from them too.
Seriously?
Yeah.
From only branches, middle and high school. Thank you most sincerely for joining us on Spring Delight on Westernspring Television. The future generation of this nation.
Oh, yes.
Here they are. All right. This is how we call it a wrap on the show this morning. God willing, we'll be back again Next week. Saturday.
And yet, like they say, train up a child in the way he should grow, and when he grows, he will not depart from it. Oh yes, it was an enlightening one today. My name is Ajibike Anjorin Ujo.
Tunde is my name. On behalf of the entire transmission team, thank you for being there. Have a splendid weekend.